In 1972, F.A. Porsche created his own design studio, which became Porsche Design. The first product that he created was the Chronograph 1. No shine, no chrome, no gold flourish, and in 1972, this was radical. A fully black chronograph in a world where most watches were bright metal. Most people in the industry thought, who's going to buy a black watch? F.A. Porsche thought, anyone who needs to read it. For this last episode, I thought it'd be a great idea to head over to the Porsche Design studio, Studio F.A. Porsche, to take a look at where it all started and to sit with some of the team. Because a Porsche Design story isn't just objects, it's a way of thinking, and this place, Zell, is part of that thinking. To be here, looking at the mountains and the environment that F.A. Porsche was surrounded by whilst designing these pieces and pioneering an industry, it's surreal. By the late 70s, the Chronograph 1 had become such a success that F.A. Porsche needed to look for new partners to manufacture his watches. This ties in with the quartz crisis that hit Swiss watchmakers, including IWC. F.A. Porsche and IWC started their collaboration in 1977. In 1978, they created their first watch together, which was the Compass watch. This was the first wristwatch to have an integrated compass. This marked the beginning of IWC's rescue. Through motorsport, F.A. Porsche came into contact with titanium. Titanium's first application was within engines. Titanium stronger and lighter than steel, also skin-friendly, with engine builders noticing no allergic reactions when working with it. This gave F.A. Porsche an idea that it would be perfect for a wristwatch. In 1980, IWC and F.A. Porsche created the first fully titanium chronograph. Once again, another example of F.A. Porsche being ahead of the times. Remember, this was back in the 1980s. Today, brands are still using titanium for their flagship watches, and this was started by F.A. Porsche. In 1991, the collaboration with Ofina ended and IWC took over full marketing and distribution. This marked the gradual farewell between IWC and F.A. Porsche. IWC simply couldn't keep up with F.A. Porsche's pace of innovation. 4 years later, the decision was made to become their own manufacturer, and they bought Eterna in 1995. In 1997, the collaboration with IWC ended, and this was the start of Porsche Design becoming their own watch manufacturer. 1997 also marked the 25th anniversary of the Chronograph 1, which they launched a special edition of 2,500 pieces, and they sold out in days. This reaffirmed F.A. Porsche's enthusiasm of watches, along with his close family, with his son Oliver joining as product manager. And then came the shift from collaboration to ownership. Since the founding of Porsche Design timepieces in Solothurn, Switzerland in 2014, Porsche Design timepieces have been developed and produced in-house, with Swiss watchmaking craft, but organized with a mindset that feels very Porsche. Process-driven, precise, and uncompromising. Leading up to F.A. Porsche's retirement, he was still full of ideas and passion for watches, but many of the ideas, many of the innovations were left unfinished. And his original passion and enthusiasm for watches is still present today. Production follows principles borrowed from sports car manufacturing, things like just-in-time thinking, and a zero-tolerance approach to defects. It's the same obsession with detail, just translated from the road to the wrist.
And you can see that make it better mindset in the materials. Porsche Design recently introduced titanium carbide, TIC, a material developed to go beyond coating and become a case itself, lightweight, highly scratch resistant, and engineered like a component rather than a surface finish. It's a modern echo of the same impulse that started everything, pushing materials and function forward with design that stays clean because the engineering is doing the talking. Today, that shows up in the way that Porsche Design approaches modern manufacturing and even personalization, with programs like custom-built timepieces which start to reflect the owner the way a configured Porsche does. The choices in materials, details, and finishing down to components of the movement. And that's what makes us feel alive. It's not only a story about where it began, it's a story about how that original philosophy keeps moving, quietly, relentlessly, into what comes next. So when we talk about the evolution of the portfolio, it's not just more models. It's a deeper idea, the same design principles tested across eras, technologies, and needs.
Ferdinand Alexander Porsche started with one stubborn question. What is the most honest possible version of this object? That's still the job. Whether it's a 911 dashboard in 1963, a black chronograph from 1972, or a titanium watch case today, the mindset hasn't changed. If you understand that, you don't just see a watch. You see a way of thinking.